Okay, so this is another beautiful Sunday. Once again, back with the BackwardsRider's fitness training power program. So here's today's page of faces, and this is it. Well, I didn't mean to say memorize it the last time, but just I would say just make your markings, mark them, or just remember the link and you can come back to it, or you know where to get it. You know how to get it. And that's it, and that's all. I'm done. I'm headed out the door. So I hope to catch up with you. Another life in the day of BackwardsRider. Fitness training. So fitness and art. Whatever art may be to you. Art could be your paper, could be just looking out your window and looking at the landscape. So don't forget your dancercise, exercise, stretches, water, a light breakfast, and you should be okay for now.
It's so blessed to see the children smiling. It's so blessed to see the rain falling. It's so blessed to see the nation rising. It's so blessed to see the sun rise. It's so blessed to see my friends alive. It's so blessed to see the little girl smile. It's so blessed to see my mama smiling. It's so blessing to see.
So if you need your bikes fixed, brakes tuned up, oiling, you name it, all the problems that you might have with your bike, you can count on us. We are on the streets. We work on the streets, you know, and so we want to get things right. We want to make you happy. And while you're traveling, maybe if we can say a few things before we pair off. You want to bring up an issue you want me to talk about later on, good or bad, you're on. I'm on it. So keep on it. Correction with Jah, it is all blessed. So you know, we're still waiting, and we're preparing ourselves to do our future transmission, not just inside the studio, but on the street, live on the street, and we'll take it from there, and where we can even get to you and you know, post your comments and our experience even at that moment and what's going on around us in a real situation. And it's not made up. It's just, that's what it is. That's where we're taking it from, and that's where we would like to actually take it from. You know, on the streets, out there, in the midst of it all.
It's so blessed to see the children smiling. It's so blessed to see the rain falling. It's so blessed.
And that's how change comes sometimes. It comes when you're in an actual situation, and now it's being compiled. And that's what people are seeing. They're seeing the change as it happens.
So blessed to see my mama smiling. It's a blessing to see the birds.
So for those of us that are not ready to change, just, you know, leave it to the rest of us, and we'll go ahead and you can catch up to us later, okay? Whatever that change might be, it's all up to you. That's your call. But we'll be ready, and we'll be waiting for you on the streets. The back streets, the main streets.
It's so blessed.
Depending on your mode of transportation, maybe we'll see you in the air, maybe we'll see you in the sea.
To see the nation rise, it's so blessed. To see the sun rise, it's so blessed. To see my friends alive, it's so
Okay, so I'm running out of time and I need to get outside. I need to get. I was there just for about 5 minutes, but I felt good. I need to get back out there, down a few coffees or two, and start looking for the backwards riding audience, or I guess I would say participant, or challenger, trying your hand at backwards riding. The Backwards Rider breakfast event still continues to go on, and you know what? There's no end in sight. So we're gonna be in the back streets. We're gonna be keeping our eyeballs peeled, looking for someone or people. Line them up, cowboy. One by one, you can take your shot and you can try it and see how you feel, and see what's up and what's good and what's going on with your exercise and with your fitness. And you can always continue and catch up with us even on another time, and we can take it up where we left off when it comes to fitness training and when it comes to art. Third world, and now that we found love, now that we found backwards riding fraternity, now that you found a backwards riding school, backwards riding bicycle, you're a backwards rider, aren't you? And you need to admit that. You need to admit that you actually are. Okay, I'm almost ready. I just need a few more minutes. That blood circulation. Cheers.
Yet sometimes I feel that, don't worry, darling, things ain't that bad. You may think I don't love you, boy, but listen, when I say.
So how many people could be actually fine today. How many people would it be? 1, 2, maybe 5. Maybe we can find 5 people to make an attempt, and it's just an attempt, and it's a 3-step process, and that's what we're going to be asking you to do. And you can try, you can make as many attempts as you need to, and if you just want to get that off your chest, get it off your shoulder, you can just go right ahead, and you'll have our support, you'll have our instructions, and it would be approaching your vehicle. That's step number 1. So as you're walking to it, you're sizing that thing up. You're looking at this thing, and what, maybe you haven't looked at it that way before, you know. But this time, when you go for your bike and you see it coming, you see yourself coming closer to it, those thoughts are going to come up about your bike. And so that's approach. You gotta take that in, suck it in. Now you need to mount your bike, and we never think about that. It's an automatic thing. Now you need to grab a hold of that handlebar, and the way that you normally would. It's gonna be different now, because you're backwards riding. You're training to be a backwards rider. So instead of jumping on the seat the way that you normally do, now you're gonna do the opposite. You're gonna jump on the handlebars with or without the seat, and you're gonna sit there for a second and soak that feeling up. Take it in like you're drinking water, like you're taking a bite of a sandwich, and you just need to feel what tastes good. And it might not taste good if you don't like peas, but you still gotta down it. So step number 2, that was you just mounted your vehicle. Now step number 3, if you're in the right position and you feel comfortable, now you need to execute that motion. Now you're on your bike, your feet is probably already up, or it's gonna be pretty soon. Now you're rolling. You have all that control. That bike is not going nowhere unless you take it there. You're the one. You're the one that controls everything about that bike. So if you haven't started the right way, just stop, slow down, take a relaxer, and every time you do that, that's an attempt. Every time you try to move off and you're not happy with the way that you're going, now you need to stop, slow down, and just go at it again. And that's your 3-step process. Okay. So as many times as you need to do that and call it that was your exercise, you can do that 5, 10, 20 times, 20 attempts. I'm not talking about getting on your bike 20 times. No, you get on it once. I'm talking about the attempt. The third one is with the execution, and that's where the attempt comes in. So you can do 5 and say, okay, that's 1 set. You can do 10 attempts, and that's 1 set, and you can do 3 sets of 10, so that would be 30 attempts, and that's your set. You can take breaks in between your sets. So say now 1 attempt could be rolling down like a half a block, and that's your number 1 attempt, and then you can go back up, and whether you walk the bike or roll the bike with your feet and pushing, and then you try again, and it would be like 1 block rolling down the hill and trying to soak up all the experience and the feeling and that those emotion that goes with it, and that's your 2nd attempt. So you can switch it up, you can customize it. So I'm just giving you some ideas, right? So make up your sets, make up your session, and you know what, you're good to go. If you want, you can record it on paper, or you can just pull out your cam, pull out your recording device, and just start recording. And maybe at the end of the day, you'll have something that you can not just talk about, that you can show. You can leave the room and just put it playing, maybe for your friends, for those who want to know, those who care. And of course, you got someone interested here. You got the BackwardsRider school. So you can always share, post it, and we'll you can call it in, and we can get that link from you. So there you go. That's done. So I'm on my way. I